That runner-up finals here for heat number 1.
Imagine this, a mild to moderate eczema treatment that helps clear skin without pills, injections, or steroids. Imagine using one single cream to help kick the itch. Oh, it's not imaginary. It's Opzelura, eczema treatment reimagined. Opzelura is proven to help clear or almost clear skin and significantly reduce itch.
The previous champions of whether you've won System 7, whether you've won De Morale, I better see everybody, wearing their championship jackets this year at Citizen Con. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see everybody there. But, man, Novak Racing setting a statement, baby. They're coming to play. And let's see if let's see who's going to be the next team that will be going up to that winners final and that runner-up finals here with heat number 2. So we're going to be getting ready here for heat number 2 here very, very soon.
That's right. Heat number 2 actually has 2 returning teams with Punch Nomis and Deltaditis Racing, and 2 new racers, racing teams to the System 7 in Star Prime Racing and Argo Novice. Interestingly enough, heat number 1 also had 2 new and 2 returning. Premier Colonial and Capcom Alpha both returning, and Novak Racing and Averia, which are both new. It looks like this season of the System 7 seems to be one for the newbies, Crucian.
Yeah, it's looking like good. But Meyer, who do you got coming up into heat number 2? Who do you feel like is going to move up to that number 1 and 2 spot to fight for these points in the runner-up and finals race?
Well, Crucian, I mean, listen, it's going to sound like a cop-out, but listen, hear me out. Punch Nomis, I believe they got the fastest time during the qualifier, so it's going to be very interesting to see how Herbie tackles the track here. It's really, for me, going to be more who's going to come in second place here, because not for nothing, everybody here is, of course, a great racer and has shown us what they've got, and of course had to, in fact, beat out like 15 other racers in the qualifiers to make their way here in the first place. But Punch Nomis have kind of been a cut above in previous races, save for, of course, the Cargo Chaos race. What about yourself?
I honestly want to see Deltaditis really put on the pedal to the metal and redeem themselves here. Meyer, I feel like that goofy gamer girl did get a great qualifying lap during the qualifier, so I feel like they can do a great job at coming out on top. So I think a lot is going to take on to that first turn and the first kind of I guess wave of straights, Meyer, because if they're bumping into each other and they're getting their car on fire, that's not going to be good for anybody or any of the teams. So let's see if they're going to, allow that person to mess up, and then it may be Herbie creating that gap or that goofy girl gamer, but you also can't really discount Renalos Malik, who's a veteran driver, that we've seen him a lot in a lot of our events. So I think this heat is going to be definitely a very good one to watch.
That's right. You can't really discredit any of these races here, Crucian. However, again, when it comes down to that first turn in this race, I do wonder how they're going to tackle it, because again, we do know that Herbie is capable of some disgusting feats here on this track. They have a fastest time during the qualifiers of, I believe, 1 minute and 15 seconds or something crazy like that. So like they know they have what it takes to just burn rubber on this track. So will they wait? Will they slow down at the beginning? Or will they try and take that inside corner and just push their way into victory brute force style? I guess only time will tell as our races are now ready to go, Crucian.
Yep, here we go. We're about to get a countdown going here, and we are about to see this heat number 2 again. Team Punchnomies, Team Star Prime Racing, Team Delta Dietis, and Team Argo Novice are going to be going head-to-head here very soon. So very excited for this one. Let's see who gets to move on to these next 2 heats, Meyer.
All right, let's do it. I believe we have a 1-minute countdown timer. I'm just looking back to the initial qualifiers, Crucian, to see, you know, on paper who is more likely to make their way through. But yeah, again, I mean, Punchnomies here have a qualifying like fast time of 1 minute and 15 seconds. Star Prime Racing have one of 1 minute and 16 seconds, only 1 second behind. Delta Dietis Racing has 1 minute and 18, and Argo Novice has 1 minute and 20. So fairly close, within 5 seconds of each other. But again, you know, like Punchnomies do have currently the crown per se, and should be the ones to look at for who's going to come first.
All right, here we go. We should have this countdown going, and a race is about to begin in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire! Here we go. Heat number 2 is underway. Damn, they just let him go.
They burned all the way through. I would not be surprised if that is, of course, Herbie making their way through turn 3 like a demon here. And indeed they are, with Herbie in first, Reynolds, Malik, and Goofy Gamer Girl in second and third. Round that bend, and Devian right behind in 4th place. Bit of a safer start this time around, all things considered, Crucian. At the very least, a less burny one.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're in front, though, you get a lot of that pressure, though. But I think if Herbie can keep up and stick with those 115s that he's doing, he is going to create that gap. But there you go. You have Renlos Malik right behind Herbie. Then you have that Goofy Gamer Girl right behind Renlos Malik. And there's a little bit of a bump there. They need to be able to catch a lot of speed going over that ramp. But here we go. Herbie keeps in that lead. But if Herbie... what is happening there?
What's going to happen
ran
here?
For wild.
That was very lucky, and it looks as if there was a bit of an upset there. Delta Dietis and Argo Novice having a bit of a mid-air collision there. And a bit of a swap as well with, it looks like Renlos, Malik, and it's still right next to each other. In fact, is that Herbie in the lead again?
Yes.
With that bike Christian? It is.
Yeah, that's Herbie is, I'm going to say it right now, just because of that little collision, Herbie is just going to pretty much, that's it. Like, you're not going to be able to catch up to him. Unfortunately, unless he messes up on the ramp or messes up something. But as you can see, very, very, very ahead here. You see Delta Dietis right behind Devian or Devian from Argo Novice, and then you got Renlos Malik. Right there towards the end, but Herbie is just has a pretty massive lead here so far, Meyer. This is going to be tough to catch up.
That's right, living up to his name here. Herbie is punching it, as Punchnomies tend to do, sticking that landing perfectly. We've seen so many collisions, so many rail grindings, so many tight jumps here. So far, so good, looking amazing so far for all our races. After that little brief upset there. There, of course, is Star Prime Racing now coming for that same...
Not going to ever get it back. So right now, that's flipped over, but hopefully trying to continue keeping a lock on that second place spot. Who's flipped over?
I am not sure. I think it must be Renloss Malik there. Yes, with the black Josco helmet, that's got to be a Renloss Malik there. Unfortunately stuck upside down. They'll turtle the way back up in a bit thanks to the self-riding system of the Greycat STV. But unfortunately for them, they're going to lose a bunch of time now.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Hopefully they can race around them. Renloss Malik or Malik, I don't know how, want to say the name, I apologize, but that is tough, just kind of being, spinned over. Hopefully they can get that corrected, but doesn't look like it so far.
Herbie bashes into Renloss and doesn't write them up, but actually just does more damage to them. Now that's brave, because what happened if Herbie would have ended up getting blown up or damaged, then that would have caused him the race right there. So, but hey, very good sportsmanship. Let's see if Renloss Malik is able to kind of get straight and hopefully finish here. That's right. For a second, I was fearing we'd have a repeat of Cargo Chaos there, where the leader trades with the rear place, but it looks like so far so good for Punch Nomis, but sadly, it looks like it wasn't a nudge enough there for Star Prime.
Yeah, I don't think that nudge is enough, and Herbie is literally second in terms of miles away from the rest of the team. He is already on lap number 4. Argo Novice passing Deltaditis. Deltaditis coming back. This is a pretty wild one here with heat number 5 here. I think we're looking at Punch Nomis and Deltaditis taking this first and second place spot for this heat fire.
Oh, and we got an incident here, Crucian. We've got Deviant from Argo Novice, who is, and also the Goofy Gamer Girl are both out. There must have been a collision somewhere off camera there, Crucian. Unfortunately, we missed it. However, we do have, of course, Punch Nomis now pushing through into their 5th and final lap, Crucian.
So Renloss Malik is back on the grind here. Is that gonna put, even though he flipped over, is that gonna put them in that spot to move on to the runner-up finals? Because Punch Nomis is almost done here. Renloss Malik is only a
runner-up final place.
This is going to be a tough one here, but it seems like, unfortunately for Deltaditis and Team Argo Novice, that's going to put him, that's going to end their race in number 5 today. Meyer, that's tough. I really wanted to see Deltaditis come and redeem themselves, but man, look at her be punch it and taking that first place spot for that chance at 25 points once again in this System 7 season.
What did I say, Crucian? I mean, like, just keep your eye out for Punch Nomis, because they have all the tricks in the bag, man, and more. But here we have Star Prime Racing now finishing the race, and hopefully in the runner-up finals they will have a bit. Oh, and they just caught fire, just as I was going to say, hopefully they have a bit more luck and a bit more caution. But they're on fire, and it looks like they just jumped out of their buggy. So they're not even completing the race. They're leaving that thing because it's going to blow, Crucian.
Yeah, that is. Hey, they were able to finish further than the other teams right now, so that's going to give him that runner-up finals spot right now. So very good job to. I think Renloss Malik got a little bit lucky there, Meyer. To be honest,
he got
so
lucky too. He got more than lucky there. Yeah, and there he is sprinting back to the to the rest of the races there. But yeah, he got more than a little lucky there, and it looks like our pit crew are going to go ahead and park that flaming vehicle. There he is! In Daymar Rally fashion, their cruise ship.
This is a wild one, man. This is a lot of action for one day, but I'm absolutely loving it right now. We are getting, you know, race number 4 was great, and now this is a wild one, man. This is a lot of action for one day, but I'm absolutely loving it right now. We are getting, you know, race number 4 was great, and now this is a wild one, man. This is a lot of action for one day, but I'm absolutely loving it right now. We are getting.
I mean, is it going to be the same, or are we going to have like just one motor ball in the front? And what's going to happen with all that? I wonder.
Not sure. Let's see what happens. I think this is one of those moments where that April Fool's joke that Star Citizen put out. We do need the Raptor to clean up the track. So hopefully they do release the Raptor, man. Hopefully they do. So
very true. I mean, like, think about it. Like we have the Vulture, we have our handhelds, we have the Reclaimer. Why not give us, like the ground vehicle version? Give us the Raptor CIG. We'd pay for it.
Whoa! I don't think about going that far. Pay for it. I'm kidding. Or like give it to the community for free. Everybody gets a free street, a street sweeper. Why not, right?
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'm still over here waiting for my free PTV skin that was promised to me, a while back when they had to remodel it, because